My name is Doug Voss, and we have 4 retail stores here in the West Michigan area. Don's Flowers and Gifts, which is a family flower shop and gift shop that my dad started 65 years ago. We have Main Street Beanery, which is a coffee shop, latte shop here in Zeeland attached to the flower shop, which we started about 7 years ago. And then we have 2 Hallmark stores in neighboring communities called Betty's Hallmark that my wife runs those.
My name is Joe Morford. I'm the general manager of Hops at 84 East. We opened Hops in last August. It used to be 84 East. Same owner. We just kind of switched things up a little bit. We changed the concept. We're more of a craft beer bar now. We have 70 taps on draft. On a typical day, we're averaging about 300-400 covers, I'd say. On the weekends, maybe a little bit more than that.
Just looking at West Coast Cash as another avenue and a way, I think it's a great way for us to be able to get our name into some of the larger industries and businesses in the area as they start to use West Coast Cash as gifts for employees.
We probably redeem, I'd say, average 2 to 3 a day, I would say, typically. It's actually nice because it's built in right into our POS system. We have a button for it.
You know, Zeeland is a little bit unique in that we have 3 times the number of people coming into the community to work every day than what we have residents, and that's a tough group of people to reach for a small store. So you know, that was very intriguing for us. I think the opportunity to advertise on the actual website of West Coast Cash and have our logo and our name on there was certainly something that was pretty appealing to us. And then having our logo printed out for anybody that prints out their West Coast Cash coupons, you know, that the having our name and logo appearing on there, and the listing that lists all the stores that they can use the money at. I think that was very appealing to us.
And what I like about West Coast Cash is that there's an app, so it's very easy for us to verify that it's that's still good. It's simpler than some other programs we've used in the past.
We have an iPad at the front counter. They simply hit the app, either scan the code on the certificate or punch in the numbers, and that's instantly redeemed. And we just added a key to our point of sale system, along with cash, check, MasterCard, Visa. We have one that is West Coast Cash, and at the end of the day, it's part of our reports how much we took in West Coast Cash.
West Coast Cash too has, we use it for employee appreciation, because I think over 125 merchants, I believe, that use West Coast Cash accepted around the area. So it's nice if we want to do something for our staff, we always try to give them a West Coast Cash, and they have plenty of options from restaurants to other retailers. They can use that.
Anytime we can put our name in front of potential customers, it's a good thing. And I think the mobile app, that's the wave of the future. And when you look at the younger generations, they're not looking at telephone books or newspapers or radio. They're finding all of their news and everything on their phones.
When we train new servers, they're learning our system, our computer system. It's a pretty basic system. A lot of people use the same program we do. All we do is we have a button. It's no different than hitting, if they're using a credit card or cash, we have the West Coast Cash button built right into the payment screen, so they know if they see it, if the patron brings it in, shows them, they know that they can just hit that button, and it's just like cash.
8% was kind of tough at first. When you first heard it, you initially think, boy, 8%, we're giving an 8% discount. But when you start to factor in the credit card fees, if the customer would come in and just spend the money by us and use a credit card, we'd be giving up at least 2% of that, maybe a little bit more. So now you're down to a 5 or 6% discount. That's much more tolerable. And I think to be able to bring in new and different customers through the program, it's worth the 5 or 6%.
As a merchant, it's very competitive. Other programs we use have charged a 15-20% rate. So West Coast Cash 8%. It's low. It's lower than some of the other programs we used, which is great for us because we're saving money on that end of it. But then it's still a program that you can use. It's getting bigger and bigger. So compared to like the size and all the places you can redeem this at, I think it's a pretty fair deal. It benefits us. It's bringing people in. We're not losing money on it. So out of any of the other local programs we might use, I would say that is the best rate so far.
We just really feel it's a great marketing tool for the chamber. We've been able to bring in quite a few new members, to the chamber because of the program. So I would encourage chambers to really, take a hard look at becoming involved. In my conversations with the chamber staff, it's pretty seamless for them, as far as managing the program. And then, as a merchant, if your chamber is a chamber that offers it, I would encourage you to adopt the program, help promote the program, and give it a try. I just think it's a great program, and the technology certainly lends itself to that younger generation that I think all small retail businesses are struggling, trying to reach out to that group. I think this is something they relate to, and makes it easy for them to purchase the cash. So I would definitely encourage merchants to become involved.
An Amazon or a big gift card like that, you're not seeing any return on it. So keeping people down here, even if maybe they don't know, they haven't been to Hops yet since we're fairly new. If they get a West Coast Cash, they come down to use it to go shopping. It's an opportunity for them to see, hey, maybe, let's go check out Hops when we're done shopping. That's a new place, we haven't been there yet. So just by keeping that, it's like it's advertising to us.
Yeah, I just feel like there's a lot of exposure for individual merchants when people are going online, purchasing the cash, that they see your name and see that you're a participating business. I think that's I don't know if you can put a dollar amount on what that's worth,
West Coast Cash might not be the sole reason that a business stays in business down here, of course, but it helps. It doesn't hurt. It's better than giving your money to a big, like McDonald's or something else. You're giving your money to the local businesses.
I've gone on the other side and purchased West Coast Cash to give to some of our staff members, and as some thank yous to some customers, at Christmas. And again, as a not super tech person, it's really seamless. It's easy. There's options. You can have the certificates emailed to the person. You can print them out and include them in a card. There's a lot of options, and I'm really looking forward to the second year here in West Michigan to see where the program goes.
There's not many cons to it. The interest rate's low. We're getting a return on our money twice a month, so it's not like you got to wait for a fiscal period or something for that check to be cut to you. With that app, it just makes it really easy to redeem. And once we redeem it on our app, it goes right to the bank, and you guys know exactly, and you can give us statistics on it too as well. Thus far, it's helped us out quite a bit. I hope to keep using it in the future. So I hope that's something that sticks around for quite a while.